Hello, welcome. Today is March 13th, 2023, and I'm here to do our weekly check-in. So let's begin. If you're wearing headphones, please lower the volume. I welcome in my spirit guides and holy angels. Nice and great is good. I welcome messages of love and light that bring healing and love to all. Please bless this reading. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this week's channeled message. And this week, I would just like to focus on divine masculine to divine feminine and see what is their energy towards you at this time. So let's see. Spirit, can you please reveal to me clear messages in regards to divine masculine's current overall energy towards divine feminine? What do we need to know about divine masculine towards divine feminine? What is the message that wants to come through for this week on the 13th of March? Okay. So the first card is we have boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed right now. Also, we have an awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. And we have a soulmate. It came up in reverse and it says your soulmate loves and accepts and respects you unconditionally. So this is what I'm feeling. Your twin knows that they need to establish these firm boundaries. Okay? They are aware of it. They also realize that they did not love you unconditionally. Okay? With the soulmate card here in reverse, that just tells me that, you know, at the time, they were not vibrating on a similar frequency as you, feminine. And so masculine did not think of you in that way. Did they feel that you were a soulmate? Yes. Okay? But not a soulmate to where they were going to drop everything and sacrifice everything just for you. Okay, because I have a feeling like this masculine is very selfish. They're only thinking about themselves. They possibly had other situations that was going on in their life. Okay, but they realized that they need to do the right thing before they come back. Now, I have a feeling like they learned this boundary because of a karmic. Okay, so this is with someone that is not the divine feminine. This is a karmic person where masculine is learning how to establish these firm boundaries. So let's go ahead and clarify. Spirit, what does divine feminine need to know about divine masculine this week? What do we need to know about divine masculine? What do we need to know about divine masculine? Okay, so they had to make a sacrifice. Spirit, can you please elaborate on this sacrifice? Okay, their desire or attachment to the things that they want. Wow, the soulmate. They had to sacrifice you, feminine, for something that they wanted. So perhaps that's something that masculine is aware. So they're going through a spiritual transformation. Look, they're not happy. And this card came up in reverse. So this masculine isn't happy with a soulmate that they picked over divine feminine because of their attachment to pleasure or desire. Is there anything else? Yeah, look at this. Masculine is in a karmic situation. So masculine is really aware. That's why, you know, in the twin flame journey, if your divine counterpart ran off with a karmic, let them go. Okay, this isn't anything new that I've, you know, spoke of towards the collective. But if divine masculine chose a karmic partner over you, feminine, the best thing is to say, okay, I hope you're happy, and good luck. Because chances are, okay, if they chose the karmic over something that they desired, or their attachment to something that was going to make them feel good, that is temporary. Okay, that's a temporary situation. It costs you what? Unhappiness. So masculine sacrificed divine feminine, okay, for a karmic, which led to short-term happiness, okay, where now masculine is unhappy, and they sacrifice the feminine. Now masculine needs, they know that they have to set these boundaries. So now they have to clean up their situation dealing with the karmic. That's really interesting. I want to get a little bit more on this situation, huh? Took me a while, but I wanted to bring out the Gypsy Oracle and see, Spirit, what is going on with the masculine in their 3D physical life? Please reveal to me, what is the situation? Why is masculine not happy? Okay, what is going on with this karmic? So I was talking about divine masculine to feminine, so karmic energy wants to show through in this reading. So let's find out. What is the tea on this situation done with masculine in their physical life? Let's see. Look, we have cheerfulness. I can't make this stuff up, and it is in reverse. Masculine is not happy. Like, see, masculine was out, having a drink with, one or two individuals, and they just wanted, I don't know, a threesome. Like, and then we have here the enemy, which is the karmic. Okay, the karmic is watching this masculine, and masculine here is wow, they're not even waiting. They're looking into their higher self, and they're sighing. So this is about morals and ethics, guys. Masculine realized that, they traded off, for some guilty pleasure over, something that was actually truly going to bring them happiness. That just tells me that this masculine was not awakened. Okay, now I know that every twin is on a different timeline. This could be one of the bumps in the road, okay? But this is what's showing up in this week's reading. Oh, okay, so there's something here about money, okay? I don't know if you guys can see that. They got their money back, and it took them some time, so they had to be patient about a situation dealing with the money. Wow, look, and they lost it, and they were sad, and it was all because of their ego. So something told me that masculine held on to a karmic situation that had to do with money. So they were holding on to the karmic for some monetary thing. Okay. It took them some time because they lost everything when they chose this attachment to pleasure. It was something that was temporary. So, like, what in the heck happened to masculine? I mean, did they just get, like, side-blinded by, I don't know. It just seems like masculine couldn't see on their blind spot. And this karmic came through around that time. So now their ego here is in the way. They're not happy. So honestly, this week, this is about reflecting on, choices and decisions that masculine has made, how masculine has chosen the karmic over the feminine. Perhaps some of these masculines felt like it was out of their hands. They had to, go that path. Okay, but everything happens for a reason. There is definitely a lesson that was learned during this time about choosing this karmic to begin with, because karma, okay, is the root of something. So I have reason to believe that this masculine, okay, the karmic situation was this desire or attachment to pleasure, and this is the result, okay, of that karmic action. And it wasn't really something that led to happiness. Masculine sacrifice happiness for pleasure. And that's temporary. I don't know. If masculine was really awakened, they would know the difference, right? Between a spiritual partner and then a 3D partner, someone that isn't really all that spiritual, but maybe gets caught up in the kinks and I don't know, pleasure, like sexual desire. This is what I feel also. This masculine, obviously they never met a person like divine feminine. You are, someone who is stable, who is willing to offer spiritual love to this masculine. Okay, because mind you, twin flames, one of our purposes is to help spread love and light frequency to all sentient beings on this planet. Okay, including this masculine. But masculine is damaged. Okay, they're damaged goods, and all they know is something like this, desire or attachment to pleasure. Okay, so maybe, they're, following the crowd, of other unawakened individuals. So the separation between masculine and feminine is really, awakened or unawakened. But now, okay, they are going through this awakening. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing. So let's see, Spirit, can you tell me what is masculine's energy towards feminine? And if the karmic energy wants to show up, please reveal karmic energy. Can you also reveal how does masculine currently think and feel? What do they want and what will be the outcome? Thank you. All right. Oh, jeez. So I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the Six of Pentacles, and it says strings attached, greed, kiss ass, and fake. Masculine is fake. Okay. Again, remember in the wow, man, this cheerfulness card. Do you see the similarities here? I don't know. This thing is not focusing. But yeah, there's a man between two women, and look at this. A man between two women. Why? Because masculine got caught up in a karmic situation where it was strings attached. There was money involved. Okay, money that was lost to them. They didn't feel like it was a loss, but it eventually turned into a loss. Okay, so again, this is the thing about masculine being blindsided by a karmic partner. Okay, and it took them a long time to get out of it. During that whole time, after the honeymoon phase was over, right? Masculine has been sad over this karmic situation. Why? Because either masculine and the karmic were both greedy. Okay, they were both fake. Okay, and I really feel like there were some strings attached to that relationship because of ego. Okay, so I have a feeling like masculine has met their match if they were not in the vibration to be with their soulmate that actually brought them true happiness, but instead they went out for this attachment to pleasure, okay, and the result was masculine not being happy. Because why? Masculine gave up their true soulmate because masculine did not love and accept and respect the feminine unconditionally. That's why they attracted someone like whoever this person is. It's all about money. So masculine, okay, they're walking away. They're trying to let go of this greedy person, okay, that they are currently dealing with. So, you know, whoever their karmic person is, could be a mother, it could be a spouse, whoever this other person is, okay, they are walking away so that they can really work on themselves. You know, right now they're holding back their feelings when it comes to you, feminine. Okay, why? Because this third party is becoming an issue in this masculine's life. And for a majority of you, you're not really hearing much from this masculine because they're going through it right now with a karmic partner. Okay, and masculine, they're not balanced. Now, for some, you could be hearing from this masculine, but not as much. Okay, but you know, if you do have the privilege of conversating with your masculine, you will probably find out that they're not stable. You know, there is trouble in paradise, and you could be the friend that gives them a lending ear, and you know, so they can check in with somebody so they can, you know, at least get through their day. Okay, now I see that they're not really putting any effort towards this relationship, and they are talking to their friends about, I don't know, their situation, trying to do some information gathering. They realize that you've always been supportive. You're always trying to heal this situation. So, you know, this connection between you and them, you know, this masculine wants to offer you a gift, feminine. That's what I'm seeing. But they realize that they're being really dreamy and unrealistic. So they're kind of like all in their head. Okay, so maybe for majority, okay, realistically in the 3D, they can't really make that offer to you in the physical because they're going to really protect themselves in case there is some gossip that comes out. So that just tells me that this masculine is not completely over with this karmic. You know, for some, they're still stuck in it. And I see that it's because they're stuck in it before financial situations. Okay, and if they got caught talking to you right now, there will be some gossip about cheating and some sort of affair. Okay, and they were learning from the past. They're trying to heal from, you know, third-party situations, and that's why, if in case you didn't know, this masculine was dating someone else while they were with you, or they had a spouse and they were seeing you. They kind of left that behind so that they could just, I don't know, get away with it on their own. So this masculine is all in their pride and ego. Again, this masculine's pride actually gets them into a lot of trouble. And that's why they're starting to see that their behavior makes them sad. Okay? It's because they can't handle their own BS. So what does masculine do? They run from their problems. You know, they avoid conversation or confrontation. They don't want to be talked to or talked down to. They don't even want to, you know, I don't know, handle their situation here. Because why? You know, masculine, they didn't really think things through. You know, that yeah, they're being careless. And they're starting to see that they need to just like put themselves in a timeout. So I'm not gonna lie, this week, okay, I don't care if masculine is with you or with the karmic, but you know, this is a general collective reading, but for the collective sake, masculine is on time out from anybody. Okay, they realize that they need to spend more time alone. They don't need to be in a relationship. Okay, masculine is realizing that they wanted something, they got it. And what was the result? Unhappiness. Okay, it's in here twice. Okay, they're not happy. Why? Because it became a third-party situation. And so masculine got caught up in this. You know, are they happy? No. And they realized that they let their ego get in the way. That's what I'm saying. That's why masculine knows that firm boundaries are needed right now, especially with the feminine. So if this masculine were to come back and try to work things out, they would have to make a sacrifice, right? Like they need to like resolve their karmic situation. Okay, and sacrifice themselves for the feminine over here. Because masculine, in the past, they never really showed love or accepted or respected the feminine, and they went off and did whatever that they wanted to do for the sake of their financial stability. Okay, but now it took them a lot of patience because they lost money. So the moral of the story is it doesn't matter. If, you know, the masculine was thinking that they needed to, they chose the karmic, they need to stay stuck in the karmic relationship, but it really doesn't matter. Staying with the karmic doesn't make it like, I don't know, they're still losing. It was a price that masculine had to pay regardless for the choices and decisions that he had to make in regards to a legitimate partner. So again, this goes back to the morals and ethics. And that's what I'm seeing. Oh, wow. Let's see what else. So, wow, look at this. Masculine is thinking about wealth, family, long-term stability. And now they want to take their time. They're being conservative, right? They're taking their slow time, you know, so they can have a partnership with you, their twin. For some, it's been 10 years. No kidding. For others, it may take another year. Okay. Now, right now, they're feeling conflicted. So they could be fighting with the karmic. Okay. About this money issue that they have. I really feel like the karmic is being petty about the money. Okay. Masculine, you know, they weren't really being in their true authentic self. So again, that's a part of the karma that they have to pay, the karmic debt, dealing with the karmic. And also I see here, masculine has deep love for you, feminine. They haven't been honest with you. They're really conflicted to open up towards you because they didn't really show their best when it comes to you. And that's what I'm seeing now. I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks pretty dark over there. Now, right now, again, I keep getting this walking away energy. Masculine knows that they need to leave the karmic. It's the right thing to do. Okay, it's the life lesson that masculine had to learn. Okay, when they chose, you know, someone else other than their divine feminine, which is what? The karmic. This masculine wants to be honest with you, feminine. Okay, they felt defeated when they chose someone else over you. And in the outcome, there will be success in terms of their recovery. Okay, they're learning to let go and not let their past stress them out. So this is actually a very spiritual week that I feel for this collective. Okay, especially for masculine. Masculine's going through like a transformation or, you know, something to where they're spiritually appreciative or awakened to this whole karmic experience. They definitely learned something from it, and they realized, okay, how valuable you are, you know, to this masculine. They didn't even appreciate you at the time. Now this masculine has deep appreciation for you. It took some time for them to realize this, but now this masculine is realizing that, Okay, they put themselves in that situation. Now they need to say no to the stress that they have incurred upon themselves by choosing this karmic situation over you, feminine. You know, masculine realizes that they were not ready for a spiritual connection at the time. So it takes something like this karmic relationship to really appreciate the feminine the way that the feminine should be appreciated. And it takes time, and it takes like karma, okay, to come to that realization. Masculine's heartbroken. Again, I see here the change and transformation for a new beginning. I really feel like masculines, they could be communicating to you that they're heartbroken over what happened. You know, if only that they could change the past. You know, I really feel like for some of my feminines, you could get contact, you know, from your divine counterpart. Does this mean that you guys are going to, you know, get together? No. But for some, I really feel like you will receive communication that they're sorry. They have deeper appreciation for you. They're sorry that, you know, they treated you a certain way, okay, in the past. This person is coming more humbled and mature, and now you'll see signs of them respecting you more. Okay, they didn't respect you that, you know, maybe it was, you know, maybe 35% of the time, okay, where they seemed like they were respecting you, but they didn't care. They were only out for themselves at that time. Now this masculine is truly awakened to the type of person of who you are and what you represented, and this masculine did not appreciate you at the time. Now this masculine has deep appreciation for you, feminine. That is what I'm seeing. So let's see. Spirit, can you please reveal to me what is the guidance that you have for this collective? What guidance do you have? So we have self-exploration, peel off the false persona, and get to know yourself and find the truth. So this is really beautiful, right? This is about, you know, looking at yourself. You know, this is the mirror. Okay, if you haven't seen your twin in a long time, okay, maybe this is the time to look into the mirror and really reflect, you know. How do you see yourself? Is that your true self, or have you been living a lie? You know, and I really feel like, you know, twins are really connecting with each other telepathically. But I really feel like this is more on the journey of self-love, self-care, before true union can really take place. So, is there anything else? Cut your screen time. Put the phone down and turn off the TV and computer and get active. So we just recently had like daylight saving times, at least here in the United States, and I don't know if other countries practice this time change, but our, you know, 1 hour went forward. Okay, so spring forward, so we lost an hour. So to kind of curb this whole time shift or time change, cut down your screen time, okay, however you can, and go outside and get some sunlight, okay, some vitamin D. Also, we have read. The more you read, the more you learn. You know, instead of like watching TV, why don't you pick up a book and read something instead? You know, it's really, you know, especially if this is about self-exploration. You know, I mean, if you're looking at like your freaking social media pages and, you know, you're putting up pictures that doesn't even personify who you really are, you know, and you're just really, you know, immersed into what is on some kind of screen, which is like a cell phone or a computer, like a desktop or something like that, right? Where you're connecting to other people on social media. It's time to cut down the screen time, you know, especially for those, if you guys watch like a lot of Netflix, and too much Netflix is bad, guys. I understand. Okay, so why don't you use like an hour, okay, to read something, learn something new, you know, let your eyes rest it, you know, from the screen. You know, that's not good for your eyes anyway. That's what Spirit has to say. You know, it's time to go back into nature and really, you know, really get grounded and immersed into your environment, not into like a screen or some kind of electronic device, something more natural. That's what I'm seeing. And then maybe at that time, okay, as you're doing like, because that's kind of like a walking meditation, you know, maybe things will come to you more clearly, you know, because you've taken the time to get away from, you know, these technological things that we use on a daily basis, and we take for granted that there's beautiful things outside of what we see on the internet. Okay, I really feel like I have to voice that for the collective, at least for this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick an Akashic message from universe and spirit. What does the twin flames need to know this week? What is it that they need to know about their Akashic message for this week? Wow. Well, we have 2 cards here. Let's see. One is a 10 and the other is a 6. The first one I saw is the light of the world. So let's go ahead and check that one out. It says, in the reverse, something disruptive in your life may have thrown you off balance, or you may have gotten very busy and the personal self has focused on the little details of life instead of the inner priorities of spiritual truth. Exactly what I said. And you have to put the higher self behind you, and may turn it to only on occasionally, and sometimes only when a personal need arises. Understand, as long as you ignore the higher part of who you are, you turn away from the greatest source of your power and joy. The light of eternal wisdom is knocking. Open the door and keep opening it until you hold it within you absolutely. Man, I couldn't really explain this, you know, more easily than that quick little paragraph, right? You are the light of the world, so be about it. Okay, twins are a beacon of light. Have you dimmed your light to fit into like situations? And I really feel like that's a message towards divine masculine. Now, I could be speaking of feminine, if you feel a little off kilter these days, right? Where you're not really connecting with your higher self, your true self. You know, it's time to do what? Self-exploration. Really figure out who you are. You know, what are you telling yourself? Is it true? You know, are you personifying something on the internet that isn't the real you? You know, so it's time to really like check in with yourself, right? So let's see. We have here the divine physician. Maybe it's time to go get a checkup. You know, let's see. The divine physician stands before a well, carrying a jug of healing water and shedding his light of healing with those nearby. Upon his robe is a caduceus, the emblem of medicine and healing, called Dian Shet by the Celts. He made the mortality wounded rise again through his incantations of sacred words. This powerful, eternal healing spirit walks with you at this time. This card indicates that you are moving into a time of magnificent healing on all levels. There is a person who can be a great healer for you, as well as a teacher who shares healing. gifts that can be passed down to others. If you don't know this person yet, keep your eyes open. He or she is coming. You may also find yourself being called to help others at this time. Remember that word and thought, belief and feeling are the key components in healing the self and in teaching others to heal. They are important tools of the divine physician's medicine bag, so make sure that they are a part of yours too. Know that the light of healing shines around you and through you. Such a radiant joy can bring well-being to all. That's really beautiful, because honestly, that is the description of divine feminine. So this is a thing. If you have been on this twin flame journey for a very long time, such as myself, a lot of times that we can get off track and kind of lose our sense of purpose with our mission. And in the very beginning, I've always, spoke to my feminine collective that we are the beacon of light. We are the lighthouses for our divine masculines. We can't dim our light. We need to shine our light so that masculine can see. And look at this, the light of the world. I really feel like this is the masculine. Masculine has dimmed their light to fit in. For what reason? Okay. Feminine, you haven't been shining your light bright enough for this masculine to see you. And I know it's rough, guys. A lot of times, if you've been on this journey, we're just too tired to shine that light. We've been shining that light every dang day. And it's like, what more can we do to be of giving? Well, the thing is that if you have healed yourself, you have the power to heal others. But you have to feel that you've really worked on yourself first. So the first step is self-love and self-care. That's why this self-exploration is very important. So again, this week, it's like a revisit to ourself. Okay, our self-preservation, our self-exploration. We need to make a list and see is there any kind of thing that we need to do? It's kind of like a tune in or a checkup, right? And are we on the right path? Did we fall off that trail? Did we get lost in our purpose? I really feel like we need to get back on path, because there's still a lot of uncertainty in this world. Masculines, they're going through an awakening over here. They know that firm boundaries are needed now. Why? Thanks to this karmic partner. Why? Because there's some sort of financial situation that they have going on with one another. Maybe, if you took time out to get off the internet and read a book, you'll learn something. And that could be applied to your personal mission and shining your light. That's why this is a really deep, transformative week. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it gave you some kind of clarity about what you need to do about yourself. And again, if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at www.scorpiomoonintuition.com. You can also follow me on IG as Scorpio Moon Intuition. I hope y'all have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.